Bakari and Lena, United Way Greater Toronto, in partnership with the City of Toronto in support with Peel and York Region, have done this report, and they interviewed 29 African asylum seekers, 9 service providers, and they found that because of the 2023 refugee crisis, there are a number of African asylum seekers in our city, and many of them were forced to sleep on the streets because our city's shelter system is broken. The report found that many asylum seekers struggle to find safe, stable shelter, often facing discrimination or overcrowded conditions. And then when they were looking for a job, the study found that many of them experienced racism, restrictions when they were getting trained or wanted to get trained. One participant said that they were told directly that the employer would not hire anyone Black or anyone African. Others encountered inconsistent information, limited legal aid, and a lack of culturally appropriate services. Some tried to relocate, go to a different area. Maybe some things would be different. One person relocated from Peel to Cornwall. She's a member of the 2S LGBTQ plus community. She is also a mother of 3. But when she moved there, the shelter that she was supposed to stay in closed all of a sudden. And then she found that there was a lack of support from the government, and she was isolated from cultural communities. She eventually returned back to Peel. Similar stories as well. People tried to relocate, go to Niagara. Again, had the same kinds of hurdles, returned back to the GTA. The report also, though, highlighted positives like support from Black-led and faith-based organizations that actually worked.
I think the other thing that really emerged from the stories from the 29 individuals was the level of care and help they received from, Black-led and focused organizations, the culturally appropriate care, the connection to community, to faith organizations, that those organizations played a big role in helping people to settle, to get the supports that they needed and connect with community in a way that they wouldn't have if those organizations hadn't stepped in and stepped up.
And the city responded in a statement. I'll read just a couple of short excerpts from this. Work continues to create a dedicated refugee shelter system designed to better meet the specific needs of refugee claimants, including African asylum seekers, with culturally responsive services and settlement supports. And then also, the city is also working to develop its first Black-led and Black-mandated shelter as part of the Homelessness Services Capital Infrastructure Strategy. Now, in response to this report, United Way Greater Toronto says it's offering an initial $400,000 plus investment in the 2 community-led initiatives they say will support 200 African asylum seekers and also find housing for 50 of them. Back to you.
Okay, joining us live from the newsroom, CP24's Arda Zakarian. Arda, thank you.